Hi lovelies, welcome back to another garden motivational video. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to start a container garden or how to plant seeds. As we go along, I'll be explaining to you some possible reasons why your seeds are not germinating or sprouting out, because I do get that questions a lot. So I have this organic seed starting mix. This is our soil for today. If you really want to grow a healthy, robust veggies or plant as a beginner, I will highly recommend this soil starter mix. It's a far better choice for starting seed than the standard body soil or miracle soil, because it is lighter and it has a great and necessary nutrient that enables seed to grow faster and easier. And another reason why we recommend this starting mix, it doesn't have the mud or the fungal pressures. It's well purified, well defined, and you need a good fertile soil to get a better and a healthy plant. So after nurturing the seed with this starting mix, you can now transplant either with your miracle grow or the potted soil. So I'm just going to open it up and we'll proceed. So I just went ahead and I divided it into 2 equal parts because I don't want to use all of it. I'm going to store the rest in a sealed container or inside a plastic bag. A little of this seed starting mix goes a long way, and it also depends on the quantity of seed that you want to plant. So I'm going to use one and then I'll put one aside. So over here is my container or my bucket. I'm just going to place the brick or the starting mix inside the container or inside my bucket. I'm going to add approximately 2 quarters of water, and then I will watch the bricks or the starting mix expand in 2 minutes or less, because I'm not using all of it. If you are using the whole seed starting mix, add more water, but do not over add water, or else the resulting part of the seed starting mix will be too watery for your seed or for your plant. So here comes the seed starting mix. As you can see, it didn't even take up to 2 minutes. As you can see, it is well defined, well purified. So I'm going to set it aside. And over here are my containers. Of course, this is a container garden. We need containers, right? So I got this container at the store. In case if you are wondering, the containers and the crate, they are perforated, as you can see. So the reason why the containers are perforated is to enable air to circulate around, and it also helps the watering process in the soil to drain easily, so that adequate air will be available for the root of the plant, because it's not all plants that can tolerate sitting in a stagnant water. They need to exchange oxygen and carbon dioxide with the air. And in case you don't have this perforated container where you are, you can also make do with this plastic container. Just go to the store and get this type of container as well. It works, and create a tiny hole underneath it. It's just a simple DIY. You can do this yourself. So yeah, so I've gone ahead to put the perforated cups inside the pan, because the crate as well that are being perforated. I did this because I don't want the nutrient or the liquid from the soil or the seed starting mix to drain out. So at this point, I'm just going to start by adding or filling the container with the seed starting mix or the soil. There are some common errors that should be avoided when you are planting your seeds. When your seeds did not germinate, you feel so sad and disappointed, which sometimes makes you feel discouraged. Don't feel discouraged when it happens. Just take your time to evaluate what you are doing wrong. So there are possible reasons why your seeds did not germinate or sprout out. 1. Using expiring seed. Always check the expiring date of a seed whenever you purchase it in the store. You can always test the durability of the seed by adding them inside the water. If they are floating on the water, it will not germinate. If any of the seeds sink or sank in the water, that is a great seed to plant. Another possible reason why your seeds might not germinate is immaturity. Immature seeds can be hard to germinate. Another possible reason why your seeds might not germinate is wrong planting. When you plant your seed or stem too deep, it can cause problems sprouting out or germinating. It is better to plant shallow than to plant deep. So another possible reason why your seeds might not germinate is planting on a bad soil. You can't plant on a stony ground and then expect the seed to germinate. The seed will suffer depression. Another reason is planting in a wrong temperature. Temperature is very important for seed germination. If your temperature is too high or too low, it can cause problems to seed germination. So always follow the temperature of the zone you are living or you are staying at, okay? And another reason is improper watering. Seed germination is highly dependent on watering. If it is too dry, it will die off, and if it is too wet, it will rot inside the ground. So that is why I will highly recommend the perforated container as a beginner, so that you can be adding water inside the pan instead of watering directly on top of the soil. And another reason is lack of sunlight. If the seeds are not getting enough good sunlight, it will not sprout or germinate. Sunlight helps the plant to grow, which provides energy for the process of photosynthesis. And the photosynthesis is the way our plants convert inorganic resources such as water, carbon dioxide, minerals, and the sun is the main source of energy for almost every living thing on earth. So you can always put your plant close to your kitchen window, especially if you are doing indoor garden. So yeah, these are the possible reasons why your seeds might not germinate or sprout out. So now that our seed starting mix are all ready, here are some of the seeds I will be planting today. I have in here some waterleaf seeds. I have some okra seed as well, which the durability is still very much alive, and I've also gone ahead to check on the expiring date. I have some broccoli seed as well, which I've also gone ahead to check on the expiring date as well. So over here are some habanero seeds. I got this seed from a friend. She recently started her channel. Please check out her channel. She also have an amazing garden. Her channel name is Sylvia Sandy. I'll be leaving her channel link on my description box below. Please tell her I sent you. So these are some of the harvested habanero pepper she gave me, the green and the yellow habanero pepper. So I'll be planting the red habanero pepper. This pepper that are so super fresh, spicy, and it smells so amazing. Like, it smells so good. So I'm dedicating this pepper to myself all along, because my family can't stand the spicy recipe. So I'll be harvesting and eating it all by myself. So if you like spicy food, spiciness, I can equally send some across if you wish to have them as well. So please head over to her channel and encourage her for me as well. Here comes the okra seed, and I've already gone ahead to open up the sachet. So I'm just going to pour or take out some of the okra seeds that I'll be planting for today. When I'm done taking out the seed, I'm going to seal the sachet, and then I'll put it inside my Ziploc bag so that air will not penetrate inside the okra and I will end up losing it. And here comes the okra seed again. I'm just going to create a small hole or space inside the seed starting mix or inside the soil that we dissolved earlier on. When I'm done, I'm going to throw in the okra seed inside the soil. I will cover it up after adding it. You can add more or less of the seed inside the container according to the quantity of seed that you have. And please remember and take note, like I earlier stated before, do not plant too deep and do not plant too shallow as well, because when you plant too deep, at the end of the day the seed might not germinate. So I'm just going to continue planting the rest of the seed until I'm done exhausting all the seed I introduced to you guys earlier on. So just watch closely and then see what I'm doing or how I am planting them. So at this point, I'm done planting all the seeds, and remember we planted some waterleaf seeds, okra seeds, broccoli seed, and some habanero seed. So all the seeds are properly planted. So I went ahead to place the perforated container inside the pan to avoid the nutrient of the mixed seed starter from escaping. So you can easily water directly inside the pan. Just add water inside the pan. Since the containers are perforated, the water will go all the way from the soil down to the root. But at this point, you don't need to add water because the soil is already moist. So I'm just going to add this on the tray. So the weather wasn't too hot and it wasn't too sunny, so I'm just going to leave it outside for like 10 to 20 minutes to receive sunlight. Then I will take it back inside the store where it is a little bit dark and damp. So the next day you bring it out for like 20 to 30 minutes, then you take it back until the seeds germinate or sprout out, and until you are ready for transplanting, until they are ready for transplanting. I hope you find this video helpful and informative. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for other kinds of video, and there's some other garden tips that will be coming soon. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please, if you have not yet subscribed, consider subscribing as well. I will catch you guys on my next video. Bye for now.